said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to College Station, Texas. Kyle Field, home of the 12th man and the Texas A&M Aggies. As we'll see a squad from the Big 12, the UCLA Bruins, taking on a participant from the playoff last year, the Texas A&M Aggies. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. The Bruins will kick it away to start us off. The ball makes its way into the end zone. It'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Running back searching for a hole. Got room at the 35. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks for the first down.
And busting big runs like this, we always talk about the running backs, but it's the big boys up front, paving their lanes, those receivers gluing on those DBs that make these plays really go for big yardage.
And how about those receivers? Not just the glamour of catching passes, but doing some dirty work, too.
No doubt. When they get on those guys in the second level and get on those DBs, that's when you break those big, long runs.
Right back to the well. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Back to pass. Unloads it left. Just a bit of a misfire there as they can't make the connection. While the Big Ten has expanded with this massive continent-wide geographical footprint, the Big 12 has been really shrewd in positioning and maneuvering for survival, and they look for opportunities to win on the field like they'll have today.
Yeah, and the Big Ten's kind of taking what the Big Ten wants and expanding and not really worried about anybody else. So if I'm the Big 12, I'm like, yeah, you ain't worried about me, but you're going to worry about me today and on the field, and I can make a statement and prove to some of the true blue bloods in the Big Ten.
I just love the stylistic matchup in this one, too, right? You think about the Big Ten running the football, defense, physical, and then Big 12, wide open, up-tempo, air raid offense. This one's going to be fun.
Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. They're going back to the ground. Powers through the defender. Relying on that running game, and it works for about 3 yards to the 31.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. The play action fake. Makes the grab. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
And when you're running the ball well, QBs love going to play action. You get the linebackers starting to suck up closer to the line of scrimmage. They're keying on those running backs, and it just makes pitch and catch so much easier for these quarterbacks and receivers.
Might be changing the route. They try to get it outside on the left. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Last play didn't go well. It leaves him with 2nd and 11.
Okay, ready?
Looking to fire. Catch in the middle. It's Gonzalez. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
And the Aggies come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Leaves it with the back. Picks up enough to give them 1st and 10 from the 11.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number 1. Was priority number 1. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
The Aggies will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Aggies. When this place gets loud, it starts to sway. They've renovated, reinforced, and still the rafters are shaking.
Yeah, and they still come out, and they still got the 12th man tradition. So many traditions at this school, and that's why they support and they love their team, and people want to come play here.
Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. The give to the back. Gets it across the 30 to the 31. A pickup of 5.
The counter run play is really tricky for defenses to stop because it forces you to play with great eye discipline. Everything in pre-snap is telling you the ball's going to the strong side, but now they run it back weak and they're pulling offensive linemen. This defense better be ready because this won't be the last time today they see the counter run.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. A pickup of 5, marks it at the 36-yard line. You think about the long list of great UCLA running backs. You know, people forget Jackie Robinson was a UCLA running back.
And Jackie also started safety for UCLA. He started both ways. Just think about how good of an athlete you have to be to do that. But the tradition, the uniforms, the Rose Bowl, everything about UCLA just smells good.
The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
Nice job getting outside, right? Those running backs, they get on those tracks, they run outside. Now they're in the open field. It's so tough. Those safeties are flying down, try to get an angle, but you could tell the speed sets them up, makes the big play out to the left.
To the ground with the back. You'll take this every time. 5 yards on the first down play.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not 2nd and long. It's not 3rd and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Keeps it on the bootleg, looking to throw. Working that left side now. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
On 3rd and short, they'll try to pick it up with the pass. He's got it. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21. We've reached the break, and Texas A&M leads it. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. Running behind those pads, he gets a couple before he's stopped at the 18.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, UCLA.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Wants to go up top. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw, incomplete.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, UCLA! A great catch and run for 6. Field shrinks, tight end grows. Big targets, big results.
I've never heard it put that way, but you're dang right. That guy is so big. A lot of times you get a DB matched up on him. He can just post him up. A linebacker, he can run by him. So that's why these tight ends are so dangerous down here in this red zone.
And he made the extra point without problem. Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And the ball will make it into the end zone. No return on that one for a touchback. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Back to pass. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Things working pretty well for this defense, out of the dime package and still getting plenty of heat on the quarterback.
Yeah, get off the rock, understand the situation. All the fast guys got the back end covered. It's my job to seek and destroy the quarterback. Great job by the defensive line, rushing after that guy and getting him on the ground.
Smashes through the tackle. A huge return there, steps out of bounds, but man, did he put his team in great position. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. This could be a real turning point in the game. They scored a touchdown. They got to stop. And now a chance to break the tie.
Yeah, this offense has got it cooking, man. And how about the defense? Great job getting that stop, getting the football right back to the hot hand. Now this offense, Palmer, has a chance to take the lead.
You can see the offense, too. They understand the situation right now. They were jonesing on the sidelines to get another opportunity to run back on the field. They are ready to drive this ball and go score.
They'll leave it with him. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders.
Stopping the run is very high on every defensive coordinator's list. Making the team one-dimensional. Nice job stuffing the run on that play right there.
This crowd knows when to bring it. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Looking left. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line.
It's all about making plays, and this guy's been waiting to make his mark on this team. He gets his first interception of the season, and what a momentum-changing play for his team.
So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Snagged out of the air.
And the slant is really a difficult route to defend against if you're a DB in man coverage, especially when you have no help on the inside. So if you're the offense, you continue seeing that coverage, you might as well keep attacking it just like that.
And the Aggies in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll run play action. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. And that one's going to get Reveille howling a happy tune.
Reveille, the 12th man, all the swaying, the traditions when you go to an A&M game. These fans love their team, and they love playmakers that make big plays down the field.
They'll keep it on the ground. Breaks into the open. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Using the quick game. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42.
This offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. They'll move the wide receiver. Wants to throw on 1st down. They're working that left side. He gets across the 20 and finally out of bounds at the 19. They're in the red zone.
And that was a nice throw by the QB. When you see that drag route coming across the field, how about putting the ball right on his numbers? Not high, not low, where he has to stop his momentum. Right on the numbers where he can catch it, keep running, and chew up some yards after the catch.
They're looking to pass from the red zone. Incomplete. He had it right in his hands for the pick, and I believe he might have been thinking about those big plays he's known for. Instead, it'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again.
Here we go, set.
Wants to keep it in the air. Floating away. Got some room into the goal line. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Aggie.
And that is exactly what you want in your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They'll go to the toss. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Looking to fire. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. The defense calls the timeout. Their second of the day as they try to get their act together. To do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Off play action. And he feels the heat coming and it burns him up. Another sack. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. And the Bruins decide to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He's brought down, but there's also a penalty marker down. Let's see what this is about.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
The Bruins send out the punt unit. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He was able to get that ball up to the 48-yard line before he stopped on the return. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. First play of the drive, wants to throw. It's complete to the left. On the move at the 30. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line and a big pickup on that one.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. It's complete on the right side. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Texas A&M will snap it in the red zone. Back to pass on second down. Punts it out of the air. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
All right, defense. It ain't working. They're stringing together several first downs here. We're going to need to change this up, find something we can disrupt the quarterback and mess up this offense a little bit.
A&M comes back out with another first down. Looking downfield on first down. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces second down.
Hey, man, if you're going to force incompletions when the QB's thrown to the tight end, you better be physical. Nice job with the hit, forcing that incompletion.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. And he was trying to cash in the end zone in this red zone threat, but it's incomplete.
And listen, as a quarterback, you're trying to find the matchup, trying to find who's open. I don't know if anybody was open, but that was not a greatly thrown football. I don't know if it was miscommunication, but the ball thrown out of bounds and just on to the next down.
That last play, not what they had in mind, and they've got a long way to go to get it close to the goal line to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's got it. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
If you're trying to throw these curl routes against zone coverage, you got to have great timing. Nice job there by the quarterback, understanding where he wanted to go with it, but also the conviction. Did you see the arm talent on that throw?
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. The incomplete pass ends a frustrating series, and they turn it over on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. Calls his own number. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Texas A&M has it teed up to start this second half. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. UCLA will go back to work on offense. If they're going to get on top in this game, they're going to have to find a way to get the running game going in the second half.
Agree, so it can create some more balance, some more unpredictability. I feel like this defense has got a good beat on what they're doing, especially if they don't mix it up a little bit. So I do look for a little second half running the football Paul right of this group.
And I think the thing, Dave, is they just got to be more physical. I don't think this is a scheme question about trying different run plays. I think it's up to the big fellas up front. They've just got to make the decision that they're going to be tougher here in the second half so that they can win this game.
When you play defensive end, it's all about getting off the football. You can tell, gets off the football really fast, gets in the backfield, gets the running back before he knows what hit him. What a play by the defensive end.
The 12th man putting a stamp on this game right now and bringing it on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Not the second half start they'd hoped for. Going the other way, and he's got room. Finally brought down, but what a play, not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. So the Texas A&M offense returns to the field. They moved the football well in the last drive, but man, that 4th down and failing to convert there has to sting. Nobody open, he just throws it away, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC will be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was he's outside the tackle boxes. He knew he could throw it away as long as he got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
He might want another play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. He's got it on the run. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Well, the defense did a nice job taking everything away down the field, but once the drag route was caught, they just couldn't rally to the ball carrier in time to make a tackle, and as a result, new set of downs.
He'll do it himself. Touchdown, Texas A&M. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, you see seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself in for 6.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
So that penalty is going to cost them the first down as they back up, and now it's second down. Let's see what they've got on second down. Finds his tight end. Turning it on. Out to the 35-yard line and a little extra breathing room with that 15-yard pickup.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Looking to throw on first down. Floats it out in space. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Wow, you saw the speed of the defense there. They're trying to spit this football out to the running back on the perimeter. And how about the defense able to get to him quickly to bring him down for no gain?
Wants to fire on second down. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
Man, the quarterback threw that ball hard, too. And I know sometimes when you're throwing an in-breaking route, you want to get it to your receiver quickly. But when you try to strain and throw it harder, oftentimes your accuracy is what suffers. And you saw it there on the incompletion.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Looking to throw again. Snagged in the middle. It's Massey. And how about that? What the doctor always ordered, an explosive play to the 40.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Give to the running back. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the second half.
And they do a really good job. Not as easy as it looks to get those blocks. And he picks up the first down. And the Bruins come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll try the run. Only a short gain on that run. Defense played it well.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Slithers into space. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving it forward just a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
The 12th man more than standing at the ready. They are bringing the heat on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Unloads to the wideout. It's complete. And he won't be able to get in as the defense gets him down at the 1. And they just want to give this guy a chance to make a play on third down, and more times than not, he is going to deliver.
He's so good, so efficient, such a good route runner, got the speed, got the complete game, so you definitely want to highlight him, and especially on those downs that matter the most. If something's not open quick underneath, find him, he'll make those contested catches.
The snap sets up the throw, and he will score! Touchdown, Bruins! If you're able to move the ball on a drive like that, the most overrated stat in football would be field position.
Agreed, and I think confidence is big right now after that last drive. To be able to flip the field like that, not just do it, but go down and score a touchdown. Running and throwing, for this offense now moving forward in this game, that last drive is going to pay big dividends.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, a big-time top 15 duel. Let's get right to it. NC State is just getting blown off the field today. This has been a gong show since the opening kick. How does something like this happen? They're trailing by 18 to Georgia. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this Big 12 Clash of the Titans. Guys?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Might be calling a hot route. Gets the back moving. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Hauls it in.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Aggies with a second and short to keep this drive moving. Wants to go up top. Got his man on the outside. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the third. Texas A&M has the lead at the end of the quarter, and sitting in a good spot as we wrap up the third. Let's take a look at our game stats while we have a break in the action. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. So first down, we'll open up the final period. The give on the inside. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
And when you're down later in the football game, you got to start taking some chances. And that was a beautiful run blitz. Great job playing the probability, understanding it might be a run to run some clock, and they guess right, and they make a big play for this defense.
To the air on second down. Makes the grab on the left. Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down.
You see a lot of offenses late in the football game with a lead get conservative. I like they didn't. Like, they trusted the passing game. You're going to get looks that you know what they are. Defense has to be aggressive. You know, they have to be aggressive because they're down. They've got to get to the quarterback. They've got to get stops. Nice job throwing the football.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead. The offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Finds the tight end. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive plays. This defense just has not had an answer here all game long.
And the Aggies will line it up on 1st and 10. Gives it on the option. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's high. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. Touchdown, Aggies! Great job by the back on the option. They push the lead out here in the 4th quarter and close to getting back on track and going 2-1.
And this running back is so dangerous down close to the end zone. He's got wiggle, he's got great vision and burst, and he showed all of those attributes right there.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Saw what happened on that last scoring drive, and now probably feeling a little bit of heat to answer. Movement on the offensive line. That's going to be a false start, and they'll walk it back. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Quickly complete. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. The Bruins want to crank the tempo. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's on target and complete. Makes the grab almost to the 1st down marker, but a good pickup on that one.
This is a fun spot to be in defensively. Like, it's late in the football game. You know they're passing the football because you're up a couple of scores. You pin your ears back. You try to get to the quarterback. Play smart. Make sure you rally to the football tackle and don't give up the big plays.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
To the air on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down. You always want to give your big-time players a chance. That might have been too much of a chance to give right there.
And I know I'll give you a chance when it's one-on-one, but not two-on-one. You got to see that, got to understand that they're trying to take away this guy. There's a reason they're trying to take him away. What else can I do now to take advantage of that defense?
Defensive coordinator showing heat before the snap. He wants to throw it again. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Got room on the return. The 30. 10. And he's going to run it all the way back. Touchdown, Aggies. That lead's a little more comfortable now as they close in on a victory here in week 3.
Really got to be impressed with the defense here. Late in the game, still firing off the ball and still making plays. What a great job. Not just picking it off, but taking it all the way back to the house. That pads their lead, and that should do it. You think that should do it now to get the win.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. This possession will be a test after squandering that long drive, throwing a pick-6, Jesse.
You're right, Reese. Well, I think this is really dependent, too, on the leaders in this huddle right now to step up and help this offense get back on pace here on this drive.
Yeah, and this defense is frothing at the mouth. They're excited. They're jacked up. They just made a big play. They got all the momentum, so they're ready to hunt.
Here's the deal. You're down 3 possessions. You know, it doesn't feel likely they're going to come back and win, but we've seen crazier stuff happen in college football. It all starts with a big completion on a 2-minute drive. They'll get the momentum started in your direction.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back in motion, trying to clear the picture. Going to sling it on second down. He lobs one high down the left side. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
This was my favorite time to be a defensive lineman, man. You get up big, late in the game, you know it's past. You're just teeing off on the quarterback. The defensive backs, they're bailing, playing those deep passes. It is hard to play offensive football in this situation.
On third down, he drops to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Oh, man, another incompletion. That's 3 in a row.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story of the game, guys.
Sends it back in motion. On fourth down, they'll try to throw it. And it's swatted away. It's a turnover on downs.
There's not many play calls on the sheet to score a bunch of points really quickly, so you got to go for it here. I like the aggressiveness, but this offense continues to miss the mark, and they just got to score more points. They got to do better, right, Palmer? That's expert analysis. They got to do better.
They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated he missed that connection.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll run it into the end zone. Touchdown, Aggie. No step back in week 3. They have been sharp as they extend the lead.
There's no mercy rule in college football, man. They've got a huge lead here in the fourth quarter. They are still chucking it, and they are still scoring.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football.
And it's picked off for the 4th time today. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal. They are in no mood to show any mercy as they keep flexing their muscle on offense.
Up big in the fourth quarter, and you just keep taking shots down the field. That tells you something, okay? You can take what you want from it, but this offense definitely not interested in running clock, interested in making a point.
Making side adjustments here. They're going to run it. Looking for the end zone. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just added their total. That trip to the end zone is 25th career touchdown.
Man, he's been productive. Just has a nose for the end zone. This dude's made big play after big play for his offenses, and that's 25 touchdowns, Palmer, on the ground for the big fella.
Pretty impressive, too, when you consider when you get close to that end zone, the defense is expecting run, they're loading the box. Still, this guy's been able to find his way in. 25, it's a nice number.
The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Wants to go up top on first down. He's got an open man. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
Got it in the middle, it's Pitts. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught over the middle, it's Pitts. Stop is made at the 36, but he picked up 10 on that one and has a fresh set of downs.
At the 36-yard line. Good enough for a first down.
Wants to throw on first down. Right down the middle. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going and never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things that we're going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
Lets it fly. Catch in the middle, it's Davis. And he makes a completion there, set up and in business at the 20. From the red zone, looking for a man. Just a little bit too much juice on that one as the freshman was taking a shot.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback. And I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
They'll go back to the air on second down. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
And the quarterback gets hit again. We already know this defense has gotten home to him multiple times in this game. So here you are, you're trailing in the game. Defense knows you're going to throw it. They're pinning their ears back. You can't feel very confident right now if you're the play caller, and certainly if you're the quarterback, that you're going to have time to throw.
Looking downfield. And that is his 5th interception, a nightmare he is not waking up from. And they'll get him down after a solid return.
And what a great moment for that young man right there. That's his first career interception in college football. He's a guy that's worked so hard. He wanted to make an impact for his defense this year, and comes up with a massive play right there.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Even with this lead, they're going to toss it again. Working that left side now. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to do it. They ought to be able to run out the clock from here.
That's good for a fighting Texas.
Guys, this is a really good win for this ball club as they put together consecutive victories.
And in this season, that's what you got to do. You got to put together good weeks, build on each other, build that momentum, continue to grow as the season goes on.
Yeah, David, it's all about building confidence, and it's really important for these players to go out, work hard in practice, and see that hard work really pay itself off on game day. This is a team that's really starting to believe in itself.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.